Hello everyone, and welcome to a special Obscure Game Review. If you're all wondering why uploads have been sparse after finishing Season 2 of the Obscure Game Face-Off, well, this is one of the reasons. I've been busy porting my Android game from the Google Play Store to PC in itch.io. You know, just to stay on theme with all my other videos, kind of a full circle moment if you think about it. For why the game isn't in the Google Play Store anymore is because as of February 2025, Google Play developers are forced to show their private info, such as their legal name and address, publicly into the application page, which is just fucked up. I obviously didn't fill in the form to do that, and so as a result, my game got taken down from the Play Store, and worst of all, my game developer account was also shut down. So yeah, since then, I've been busy making the necessary changes for the last 2 to 3 months, and I'm happy to report that it's finally done, and I'm going to shamelessly advertise it by making a proper, as objective as possible review of the game. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive into my game, Martian Havoc. Martian Havoc is a pretty standard retro-inspired top-down shoot-'em-up set in space with some RPG elements sprinkled in it as well. The story of the game is a twist on the cliché of the Earth being invaded by aliens from Mars and only the player could destroy them to save the world. Why it's a twist is up for you to find out. For the gameplay itself, what I find makes it stand out from most games of the genre is the ability to adjust the enemy spawn rate based on how well you play, and I also like the shield and bullet system. Some of the enemies and boss fights can be pretty fun as well. The game's tutorial is also pretty well made. It explains the basics of the game pretty well, and I especially like how a recap button exists to repeat anything you missed. Perfect for an ADHD guy like me. I also like how the combo and scoring method works in conjunction with the spawn rate manipulation. Basically, the more enemies you kill without getting hit, the higher your score will increase. It's basically all about not getting hit. For the less skilled players, manipulating the game to have less enemies spawn to hit you might just give you the higher score. The music and sound effects are also pretty nice, fitting the retro vibe of the game a lot. The leaderboards of the game also covers a lot of categories which could actually add a lot of replayability for the game if only it had more than a few players competing for the scores. Now for the negatives of the game. The first point is that I feel that each sector lacks variety. It's just the player blasting enemies, waiting for the player to reach the boss section, and killing the boss, and that's about it. I've had plans to add an asteroid belt segment of some kind in between sectors, where the player avoids the big asteroids and shoot the small ones, or maybe other extra hazards that could add more variety into the game, but I haven't really gotten around to that yet, thus this is my biggest complaint of the game so far. Some of the UI and sprites of the game could be improved as well, such as the overlap on the top left of the screen, and the player and enemy sprites not being animated enough during movement. Last but not least, absolutely screw the unlockable masochist difficulty. That shit is nearly unplayable. Overall, this is a nice little game to kill time and try to get a high score on, if only the leaderboards were a bit more competitive. I'm going to rate my own game an 8 out of 10. I know how biased this may all seem, but please let me explain. I'm rating it based on the very low rating standards of random obscure games on itch.io. Compared to every other game showcased in my Obscure Game Face-Off series, I genuinely play my own game compared to all of those, because of the leaderboards making it more replayable to try to beat all the other scores, alongside its more dynamic, skill-based gameplay being more fun for me. Though yes, the lack of variety in stages absolutely brings it down, which is why I'm not rating it higher than a flat 8. So yeah, that's the review. If you guys want to give it a try, which I will highly appreciate, the link of the game will be in the description below. But here's an honest disclaimer for the game's future. Despite having a lot of good ideas for the game, a few of which I did point out in the review, I'm honestly not really looking forward to updating the game unless there's game-breaking bugs that are easy to fix, or if any of the stretch goals I put in the devlog page of the game are reached. because this game has been a project I've been working and refining for well over a decade of my life now, and I really want to move on from it and use my time and creativity on other things like, you know, my YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, which I am currently taking a break on. Anyway, that's it for this special obscure game review. See if you can beat any of my high scores in any category of the game. Now that this is all done, I will be making videos more regularly now. I'll try to strive for at least one video a month, or even more as I have lots of ideas. We'll see how it goes. Have a good one everyone, take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye!